What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here in the depths of South London, Croydon. Crystal Palace 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in look, it was wrong from start to finish. Never mind the red card that Japhet Tanganga got. Never mind the penalty that we gave away. You know, it was just wrong from start to finish. I thought Nuno's selection was all wrong, to be honest. The shape of the team, all wrong, and you know, we just didn't give anything today. Going forward, we had zilch, absolutely nothing going forward all game today.
Correct, and it was a really, really horrible performance, especially in the first half. I don't think we had a shot all game. I think we had the only shot of the on target all game was literally 2 minutes into the second half. Well, I thought we did come out a bit more aggressive, and then I was like, okay, maybe second half performance was gonna improve us. Then Tanganga got in a bit of a scuffle with Zaha. That got his blood, got him riling basically, and he kind of had a rush of blood to the head just after he got booked for a fight with Zaha. Rushed blood to the head, then got a second booking straight away for a late challenge, and I think unfortunately deservedly got sent off. But you know what's really frustrating is he was probably our best player. He was having a really good game. Him and Roden having a really strong game. But I think
Dele, to be honest,
you know, I'm not sure what would have happened if the red card didn't happen. I'm not sure we would have lost the game. I don't think we would have won the game, but we could have easily gotten a draw. But I think what lost us the game for sure was the red card. And after that red card, I think that was it. We were pretty much on a knife edge. Before the red card, we were struggling a lot, but after the red card, it was over. Yeah. You could see that it was easy for Palace after a red card to always find the spare man. And I got to say, I was impressed with Palace. They played well on the ball. Impressive quality. Conor Gallagher, Wilfred Zaha, giving us no end of problems. They were really struggled to contain them. And look, they played well and showing that they're making strides under Vieira. But yeah, I think the red card is what lost us the game at the end of the day. Unfortunately, is what it is.
I'd agree with that. I mean, even if the red card didn't happen, I mean, Palace were the most likely team to score.
Yeah,
to be honest, they were. So you got to say that. And you know, a few players out there struggled. I thought Emerson Royale struggled out there at right back today for us. I thought Skip and I thought Winks struggled for us in the centre of the park. And obviously Harry Kane and Lucas Moura feeding off scraps up front.
Literally had nothing to play with, did they? Absolutely nothing to play with. Lucas was trying.
He was getting the ball, trying to beat a few men, but he had no support whatsoever.
And then when he did beat a few men, there was times where he beat 2-3 men. It's like, okay, but then there's nothing. He had absolutely no one keeping pace with him, no one near him. Kane, whenever he had the ball, 4 defenders surrounding him and no support to play with. I thought Winks was terrible again, unfortunately. I really did. I was good. You know, I was really looking forward to maybe him having an opportunity today to maybe prove that he wants to be part of the first team, but he was shocking. Didn't do anything on the ball. I thought Skip and Højbjerg, they pretty much did the job they did in the first game, but in the first 3 games, they didn't do anything different. But it was fine in the first 3 games, and we had a bit more attacking threat with Bergwijn, Son, and Kane. But in this game, we needed more of them on the ball, and unfortunately, they weren't up to it.
Yeah, and I thought the game was crying out for either a Tanguy Ndombele or a Brian Hill.
What's annoying, just before the red card, Hill was stripped off.
Yeah, and I thought that even with the red card, I thought that he should have stuck to the change, and I thought he should have brought him on, because Gill, he provides a bit of outlet going there. He can beat a man, and he can do a few things on his own with the support of Kane and Lucas. So I thought he should have stuck with that change. It just, you know, it's a sight for sore eyes seeing Joey Roden and Ben Davies are 2 centre backs.
Oh look, Roden again. He came on. He came on. To be fair,
I'm just saying, like, before today, you would say Roden and Davis at centre back. You know,
Davis was always going to be a disaster when Davis came on.
Davis against Benteke.
Exactly. You know, they're such physical players. You know, they're going to get the best out of Davis, especially just from a height advantage. And there was always going to be.
But I tell you what, the team worked hard today. The team did work hard today. They worked their socks off. But I just felt like that we were set up all wrong.
It wasn't
set up all wrong, and that's no fault of the players. Like, you've got to put that down to the manager.
I must say, looking at the lineup, I was looking at the lineup pre-game, and I said I don't like the look of this lineup. I think it was painfully obvious what the problems were going to be looking at the lineup, and the problem is exactly what we thought they were going to be. No creativity, no quality on the ball, no ability to dominate
the whole game.
Yeah, and when
whole game.
You got Lucas against Lucas, and we got Lucas and Kane up top. You know, you need to be able to create a functionality in the team to get the ball to them, and we just weren't able to do that whatsoever. And
I'll tell you what though, if it wasn't for Joe Roden, it wasn't for Tanganga, it wasn't for Dele Alli, we would have lost by way more today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way more today. How many point blank blocks did them 2 do today?
And Dele, Dele,
that's what I said.
Yeah, Dele as well. He was working so hard, but you know, he was playing in a further forward role today, and he just wasn't able.
Than ever before.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to contribute to the game, and I think Nuno has got to sit down and think about what. I know we got a lot of injuries and all that kind of stuff, but he had Gil on the bench. He had Ndombele on the bench, and I don't think he used the tools at disposal correctly.
I completely agree. We didn't give it a go today enough in terms of Nuno's selection and how he set up the team. Like I said, I want to commend Joe Rodon. I want to commend Japhet Tanganga.
And Lloris, I thought, had a good game as well.
Lloris and Dele Alli. Yes, Japhet Tanganga got sent off, but he was our best player at the time. He was our
Yeah,
best player at the time.
he'll learn from this experience. He just had a rush of blood to the head, and he's a young player. He got in a scuffle with Zaha, and he'll learn from that kind of, you have to keep your cool sometimes. And I think it was a crazy minute from him. I think the first challenge on Zaha, which was definitely a booking, he kind of made that challenge because Lucas was down injured, and he was frustrated that the ball wasn't being put out of play. Zaha carried on playing, and then he thought, fuck this, basically I'm going to wipe him out.
Yeah.
He got the yellow card for that. Zaha was angry, and then there was kind of a scuffle. Everything got heated, and then he actually did really well for the second booking. He did really well, got a really good interception, took a touch, made a loose touch, it ran away from him, then a rush blood to the head to stretch for the challenge, and it was a late challenge, and it was a second booking, and he ended up getting a red card within a couple of minutes. And he was having a great game, which is a shame, but he'll learn from it. From it.
I want to say the ref. I didn't think the ref was too good today. I mean, I
No,
thought
I
both
didn't either.
Conor Gallagher. I know the game was done by then, and it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. But I thought Conor Gallagher and Wilfried Zaha both should have been sent off right at the back. Right at the back. So I think.
Sorry, moving.
I think Conor Gallagher and Wilf both should have got sent off. But look, it is what it is. We've got absolutely battered today. We deserve to lose the game.
Like Edouard coming on and getting 2 goals within he literally
I
came on
told you,
5
what
minutes
did I
to
tell
go
you
on.
all that we should be signing this guy, and he scores 2 goals on his debut for the last 10 minutes, 5
There you
minutes.
go. And,
But
but
look,
I haven't seen the penalty.
we have to relook at it when we get back, and we'll reassess.
The Spurs players seemed angry about it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know whether it was a bad decision or not. I have to relook at it.
We got to relook at it. We got a lot assessed tomorrow with the player ratings and the 5 takeaways and what have you. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching.
Back down to earth.
Bloody Chelsea next week.
And all the injuries.
Chelsea.
The injuries. Dye got injured today.
Yeah.
Injuries mounting up for Tottenham. Tanganga's now suspended. It's lit. So things hotting up. Injuries mounting up. I don't know how we're going to handle the fixtures coming up with Romero, Lo Celso and Sanchez all coming back from Croatia as well, so they got to get back into training.
They're back the day before. I mean, we're going to.
So
I'm dreading this Chelsea game. I'm not going to lie.
This international break couldn't have got any worse for us, and since we come back now, it's all over the place. We'll see what happens.
All right, so we move on to Chelsea. We'll see you all tomorrow to review this game. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always,
Come on, you Spurs.